Welcome to the Village. My name is Nabat. I'm a certified personal trainer and online fitness coach from Toronto. I'll be guiding you through a core workout today. One thing we really don't pay attention to about our core is that it actually is more than just your abs, it's also your lower back. And today we're going to work on strengthening and engaging that core so you can reduce your risk of injury and help you live a healthier, longer life. We're going to get started with a clinic. I want you to be able to engage your core, because if you're not doing that, anything else you do is useless. So we're going to get started on how to breathe, because breathing is actually really important when you're going through your workout. What I'm going to show you is how to do diaphragmatic breathing. It just means you're breathing into your belly and not in your chest. To test to see how you're breathing, I want you to take your right hand, place that on your chest, your left hand on your belly. The goal is to let your belly rise before your chest does. I want you to inhale through your nose for 4, and then exhale through your mouth for 4 as well. So inhale with me, and exhale, really focusing on letting that belly rise. Inhale for 4, and exhale for 4. Which one is going up first? Hand on your chest or hand on your belly? The goal is to get your hand on your belly to rise first. Let's go again. Inhale through your nose for 4. And exhale for 4. A few more times. Let's get that belly up. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Good job. Let's keep going. Takes a bit of mind-body connection, but you got it. Inhale. Fill that belly up with air, and exhale, and let it all out. Perfect. So remember that as we're trying to brace our core. What does bracing your core actually mean? I want you to literally brace your core. So we're going to see how it feels to actually do that. You're going to take 2 fingers. You're going to find the space between your lower rib and the top of your hip. It's a little bit squishy, so I want you to find it. Then you're going to rest the side of your index finger right in that space. So you can feel it right now. You should be able to push in just a little bit. You're going to take a nice deep breath into your belly. Let it out quickly and sharply. And feel that tighten through your core. That tightening is what we call bracing. And you want to maintain that brace as you go through the movement. So right now I have my core braced. I'm still able to breathe and I'm still able to talk. If you can't talk through this, we got to try it again. So let's try it again. Inhale through your nose. Fill your belly up with air, sharp exhale. And really feel that tightening up. If you feel that tightening up, you got it. It takes a little bit of practice, but you want that brace. Another way to get to that point is to pretend like you're zipping up your jeans. That can be tough for some of us. That's totally okay. I want you to pull your navel into your spine, zip up your jeans, your zippers on your jeans. You can even wiggle in there if you need to, because we all do that little bit of a jump. And you should feel that brace. It's almost like you're wearing a corset or a girdle while you're doing the movement, but you should still be able to breathe. We're going to practice that throughout our workout today. So just remember, breathe behind the brace and always bring that navel to your spine and feel that security in your core. So we're going to go into mobilization and activation, and we're just prepping ourselves to go into that work. You're going to go in for wrist rotations. We're going to be on our wrists a little bit today. I want you to actually sit onto your heels, hands onto the ground. Then you're going to shift your weight over your hands. We're going to draw some big circles over your wrists, just warming them up. We don't spend a lot of time on our wrists. So one of the biggest complaints I always get whenever we're doing any movement in this position is, Nabat, my wrist hurts. So we're going to try to avoid that by going into circles. The bigger the circle, the more intense the stretch. So you choose where you are today. And that goes for the entire workout. You want to go to where your body is willing to let you go today. And we're going to reverse it, shifting in the opposite direction, drawing your circles. Pay attention to what your hands feel like. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's totally okay. Just mind how it feels. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go into T-spine rotations. You're going to have a seat onto your heels, Hands are going to come down to the ground, also called the Sphinx rotation because you kind of look like the Sphinx here. So you're going to have both hands in front of you, fingertips to temples on your right side. Right elbow is going to go over to your left elbow. Then you're going to open up, opening your heart up towards the sky and coming back down. Really trying to point that heart and your chest up towards that sky and coming back down. Using your breath, inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Good, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. 2 more on this side. Last one. Really twist and back down. We're going to switch sides. Right hand comes down towards the ground, left fingertips to temples, elbow to elbow, and opening up. Just notice how much stiffer it feels on your first few reps. The more we go, the more you want to open up towards the sky. Using your breath, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. 2 more. Good. Last one. And up. Great. We're going to activate our core because we're going to be using it quite a bit. You're going to start off in a standing position at the bottom of your mat, standing nice and tall. I want you to forward fold, coming down towards the ground. You can bend your knees here if you need to. You're going to walk yourself out into a high plank, holding here for 3, 2, 1, and walking yourself back up. We're going to go again for 4 more. If you want to modify, bend your knees a lot, come to your high plank, drop to your knees, keep that core nice and braced, and then walking it back. Good. Forward fold, bend your knees if you need to, coming down into your plank, holding for 3, 2, 1, taking it back. Try to keep your legs as straight as you possibly can, if your body will allow you to do that today. Good. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Take it back. 1 more. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, come down. Good. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees and grab a sip of water. All right, we're going to go into set 1 of our workout. We're going to start on your back. This is probably my all-time favorite core workout. You will see it in every single one of my workouts, most likely. I love it because it works your entire abdominal chain. You're going to lie on your back. I want you to lift your knees up at 90 degrees, knees above your hips, feet are going to be flexed, and I want you to focus on closing that space in the lower part of your back. So if you can slip your hand underneath there, that's no good. You want to actually tilt your pelvis back, lift your feet up, and 90 degrees and 90 degrees. You're going to take your arms up. You're going to squeeze like you're squeezing 2 oranges under your armpits just to activate your lats. And we're going to go into leg extensions here. So we're here for about a minute. You're going to extend one leg out and the other. I want you to keep that core braced. You'll actually feel the brace here a lot more because your core is holding your legs up here. If you need a modification because your low back is lifting, all I want you to do is to drop your heel. Just drop your heel. Sometimes this feels more intense than the actual extension. So you choose your option. If you can go in for that extension, great. Take your time and always reset back home. Good. Breathing through it. Good. We're here for about another 15 seconds. Choosing your option. Try not to let your foot drop down at the bottom. Slow and controlled. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. You're going to flip over, and we're going to do a bird dog. Sounds kind of silly. Bear with me here. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. Knees right underneath your hips. Hip width apart, always hip width apart, unless I tell you otherwise. Hands underneath your shoulders. I want you to brace that core here. We're gonna do alternating bird dogs, but we're gonna stick to one side. So my left arm is gonna go first, and my left leg is gonna extend at the same time. Look something like this. You wanna drive that heel back and come back to center. Extend up and back to center. Slow and controlled, pause at the top, and come back. Good. Try not to let your hips turn and sway and open up. You don't want that. You want to keep your hips pointed down. Good. And try to extend that leg as far out as you can, not necessarily height. We're not looking for height here. Good. 3, 2, 1, and we're switching sides. This time, your right hand is going to move and your left leg is going to move. Brace that core, and we're going to extend up and bring it back in. Extend up and hold, and bring it back in. Extend up, hold. Good, back in. Hold, back in. We've got 10 seconds here. Good. Again, you're not looking for height in the leg. You're looking to drive your heel back. Good, last one. Good. Back on your back. Good. Well, you know what this feels like already, so let's get into position. Brace your core, knees up, feet flexed, arms out, squeeze your oranges, and let's go. Extending your leg, one at a time. Good. Slow and controlled here. If you find that your knees are traveling up toward your chest, just reset. Good. Remember, your option is always to tap your heel down if you need to. Otherwise, full extension. You can also meet me halfway between that by pointing out in 45 degrees. So you choose where you are today. Good. Breathing through this, we got about 10 more seconds. Making sure you're squeezing those oranges under your armpits. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to flip yourself over. We're going back to that bird dog. Don't ask me why it's called a bird dog. It just is. Hands underneath your shoulders. Bracing your core here. When I say brace your core, it actually also includes shifting your shoulders back. I don't want you to dump out in your belly, so brace that core, navel to the spine. We're going to start with your left arm, right leg, extending out. Good. Back in. Slow and controlled. I'd rather you do quality movements as opposed to quantity of movement. Good. If you're feeling your wrists here, I'm going to show you a quick wrist relief in a second. Got about another 10 seconds here. Extending out, thumb up. Thumb helps you guide your arms. Good. And we're going to switch sides. Before we switch sides, I'm going to show you a quick wrist relief. Put your hands together, rotate your wrists, both directions, just a few times. And we're going to go right back into it. Bracing your core, set your shoulders away from your ears. Right arm, left leg, drives out, and back in. You are doing amazing. If you're sweating, just like I am, awesome. Good, working through here. Good, breathing through. You can rest your knee down at the bottom if you need to. Otherwise, you can come into a tuck if you like. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab yourself a sip of water, and we're going to come right back into it. All right, we're going to go into our next set. You're going to meet me on your right side. Now, the setup here is really, really important. I want your elbow right underneath your shoulder. Not here, right here, okay? I want a nice strong fist that's going to help you stay up. I'm going to show you two options. We're doing a side plank, by the way. I want your knees in line. Hips are going to be forward. This is a modification, so I'm going to have the inside part of my top foot on the ground. I'm going to push up onto my knee, and I'm holding up in this position. My left arm is going to come up, and I'm going in for elbow to knee, tucking in, keeping that bottom hip off the ground. Really want to drive your forearms into the ground to help you stay in that plank position. Good. This is a level 1. I'm going to show you level 2. Keep going if you're comfortable there. You're going to come up, splitting your stance, feet up, and then stacking your feet and going in for that full side plank. I'm going to stick with the modification today. We're going to go in for a few more, and we're going to switch sides. 3, 2, make sure that hip is off the ground, and 1. Left side, what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So you're going to come in, elbow right underneath your shoulders. Brace your core, knees in line, hips forward, top foot planted until you get your hip nice and high. Arm out, then elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Nice job. Breathing through this. Keep your core braced. You're going to feel your glutes firing here. You're going to feel your obliques. Also going to get your heart rate up because we're working some large muscle groups here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to meet me on your back. We're going to go in for ankle reaches. Right on your back here. You can bring your heels as close to your glutes as you possibly can. Tuck your chin into your chest to protect your neck. Bring your shoulders off the ground. Palms are going to come up, and you're reaching from your ankle to each ankle with your fingers, just wiggling side to side. Keeping your shoulders off the ground. You can look through your knees. That helps take the pressure off your neck. Just going to go in for your ankle reach. This doesn't feel like much in the beginning, but really starts to fire you up. So we're here for another 15 seconds. Keep going. If you want to add some speed to this, you can. Or just stay nice and easy for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. Nice deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Couple of deep breaths here. We're going to go back into that side plank. You guys are doing amazing. Stay with me. You're doing awesome. Elbow right below your shoulders. Knees in line, hips forward, driving up, hands up, going in one at a time. Good. Nice and slow. You want to reach that arm parallel to the ground, reaching all the way to the other side of the room. Good. Just breathing through this. If this is too much, you can always just hold here if you need to. Drop down and come back whenever you're ready. Remember, this is your workout. You want to do as much as you can today. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're switching over to the other side. Again, elbow right underneath your shoulders. Knee stacked. Drive up. Brace your core. Nice fist. And let's go. Last 30 seconds of these. You're doing amazing. Good. Always take breaks when you need them, and join me when you're ready. Good. You got it. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You know what's next. Join me on your back. You're going to go in for your ankle reaches. Brace your core. Palms up. Bring your heels close to your body. Tuck your chin into your chest. Shoulders off the ground. Let's go. 30 seconds right here. Reaching for your ankles. If you can't actually touch your ankles, that's okay. Just reach for them. Looking through your knees. If you feel a strain in your neck, feel free to come down and join me when you're ready. Breathing through here. I promise you, you'll remember me tomorrow. after this one. Good job, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, deep breath. Come up, take a nice sip of water. All right, final set. Home stretch, we got this. Let's do it. We're doing a high-low plank here. Hands underneath your shoulders. Bracing that core, feet hip-width apart. You can use your mat as a marker as well. You're gonna start off nice and high, bracing your core. We're gonna drop down to your elbows. Elbow, up, up. Elbow, elbow, up, up. Elbow, elbow, up, up. We're always doing the one side. We're gonna do the other side on our next round. Good. Trying to keep your hips as low as you can and not shifting. If you need to come down to your knees, that's your modification. Just tuck your toes under. Get 10 seconds. Breathe through this. Brace your core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Flip over onto your back. Really small movement. Lots of effort there. We're going in for bicycle crunches. It's exactly what it sounds like. Fingertips to temples. I want your fingertips at your temples here and not behind your head, because then you'll pull in. So fingertips at your temples. Look through your knees for some assistance. We're going right elbow, left knee. Left elbow, right knee. Take your time here. Taking your shoulders off the ground with each rotation. 20 seconds. Breathing through it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice deep breath. We're going in for our last minute of work. You're doing incredible. Let's do this. You choose your option, knees or toes. I'm gonna start off with my knees here. Breathing land, let's go. We're gonna start with the opposite side this time. So going in with your right, if you started with your left before, you choose your option. Breathing through this. Drop down to your knees if you need to. I'm not with it today, so I'm gonna drop to my knees. Getting through this workout. Give me the best that you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip over onto your back. Final 30 seconds. Let's do this. Elbow, fingertips, temples, feet up. Right elbow, left knee. Cross crawling, bicycle, whatever you want to call it. Work hard to the finish. Last 20 seconds. You're doing amazing. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Amazing job, everyone. We're gonna go into our final stretch and cool down. You did incredible. If you were with me the whole time, that's 25 minutes of core. Point your toes to one side, reaching your fingers above your head, nice and tall, rib cage up towards the sky. Really feel that lengthening through your abdominal chain. Deep breaths to bring down your heart rate. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Really let yourself calm down in this position. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Slow and steady. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. You did incredible today. Thank your body for what it was able to let you do today. Always be grateful and show gratitude. Just shifting from side to side. Giving yourself a nice low back massage. Good. When you're ready, I want you to roll over to one side. And then push yourself up into a seated position, nice and comfortable, whatever feels good for you today. Place your fingers behind your back. I'll show you what that looks like from this angle. Placing your fingers, driving your knuckles towards the ground, opening up your chest towards the sky. Again, working with your breath here. Good, holding that position. Bringing your hands in front of you, crossing your knuckles, dropping your chin into your chest. Good, and we finish up with 3 breaths all together. Inhale up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale, let it go. One more deep breath. Inhale up. And let it go. Thank you for joining me today. That was your workout today. I hope you're really proud of yourself. I encourage you to ask me questions or share your comments in the forum. Remember, this is your village and you deserve to be well.